Okay, it changed on me. So let me figure out the best way. I'll probably end up cutting off my head. Now I will not, I'm going to let you know whoever comes in from the members, because this is going up right now for members only. I won't be answering any questions because I won't be able to see you. This is just me working. Let me turn on a light. I'm going to walk in front of you. Sorry. And I'm walking back. All right. I can't even check on my tablet. You know why? Because I'm not a member. It's really odd. Sometimes I can't get into my own member. Let me see if I can do a better. Oh, see, then you can't see the hummingbirds. I'm literally going to put this together raw. I don't even know what I'm doing. So let's see how this goes. And here we go. All right. So this is the Valentine's Day candy. Valentine's Day candy. And this isn't plugged in. So this I'm going to spill out. I'm just going to see if I can use the heart. I'm bending because I don't know if you can see me. Okay. Candy is empty. I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't even know if you can see me. If I come really close, which is fine, you can see what I'm doing, or I can back up and you see the table. I might look at this and maybe I'll go and let you see the, I think I'm going to pull it forward so you can see the table because I can't do both and I can't see what's going on. Let me see real quick if it will let me in to see, and then maybe I can adjust it better because the camera's turned around. I hope everybody's having a wonderful Valentine's Day holiday. Oh, Gary's behind me. What can you see? My head? If I stand up.
Top of your head's chopped a little.
Here's the problem. I don't know if I should move it forward. I've never done this before. Next time I'll do it in that back craft room, but I'm working here today. Does it matter if my head is chopped off?
Well, what I'm seeing on the table is from here
back. That's all that they need to see. I don't want to sit. When I'm working, I don't
if
want
that was moved back a little bit, it could be tilted up a little more.
That's about it. No, I can't go back. It'll fall off.
What about, now I'm talking about, it could be tilted up a little more, I think.
The camera?
Yeah.
You can tilt it.
I mean, this here, if that was moved back like there.
Let me see if I can see it. It's not, to me, it's not important. They can see how I work because they don't need to see me. They know what I look like. That's not going to make a difference. Let me see if I can get into my account. Sometimes it won't let me check members only. It says you're not a member. Can you believe it? I'm not a member. So let's see. Nope, I can't get in. All right, so I can't even see because
that's a little better. It's just slightly top of your head, depending on how far back you walk.
I want them to see the table. Okay,
yeah.
Let's leave it.
Table looks pretty good.
Okay, then that's the way I'm going to go. I'll check it periodically. I can't stay on forever because I got to do all the hummingbirds. This is from Dollar Tree. I bought this actually, I think almost a year ago, and I never used it, but I really like it. Now, I don't see any problems with it. I don't smell anything. Usually you can tell when the plastic is not good. If you're ever in doubt when you're making a fountain and you look at the container and you want to use it, it's not a food container, and you really like it. Oh, my soldering iron is heated already. I'll tell you what you can do. You line this with a food plastic bag, like a big bag. You can buy the boxes with the big plastic bags, no zip ties or anything, but if it has a Ziploc, you can cut it off. You put that in there and then you can build your fountain. Then when it gets really dirty, you take your pump out, you throw the bag away, and you put a new bag. So I've done that. But today we're just going to go with this. I've been debating over going with this because I'm going to use this part. There's multiple things I could have used. I could have used the whole container, and I may do it that way. But if I use the bottle, it's way up. Now with hummingbirds, they like being way up. The higher, the better. But you can't go too high because I'm using a solar fountain. The other option is this, and then this can go, see, it'll be about, let me see something. Like I said, this is totally raw. I have never made one. it would go like that, and it's not high enough for me. I like it higher. So I could use this, cut the tube, though I have other thoughts on the tube, but I could cut the tube, put it inside there, and that's about, let me see. You know, that would work, but they just love high things. So that's why the bottles, they absolutely love it, because they come by and the water's all underneath and they're up high. But that is an option. And then I've got so many things I saved. I found this. This is trash. I was going to throw it away. Here, you know what? Let me disconnect for a minute my soldering iron because I'm not there yet. I was going to, well, I need to stabilize this because you don't want it shaking around. Sometimes I use a plate. There's so many ways of doing it. So these are these jumbo straws I get. I get them actually at a store for $1. Can you believe it? 50 of them for $1. So I bought like 6 packages. Let's see. And I have not tried this. Oh, it works. That will help stabilize it. But see, it's still going to rock. These are all the things I have to think about when I'm working. So, I can stabilize this differently, or I can stabilize it this way. And that's the way I'm thinking. And that's why if I buy something, I usually, if it's brand new, I buy 1 or 2 things. Let's put this aside right now. And let's get, no matter what, we need to get the straw through the heart. So let me, oh, that sounds bad. Let me plug it back in. Where's the plug? There's a couple different ways I was going to do it. Of course I don't have my little scissors. I did. I have too much stuff on the table. Let me see if I can find my little pinking scissors. Oh, where did I put that? I found one. It's not the right one, but thank goodness I have another one. Is anybody here? I'm by myself. I knew all my members are working hard people. So anyways, that's okay. All right. I found this scissors. The first thing I need to do while that's warming up is I need to open up the heart because I'm using this as a bubbler. So we're going to open that up, and I'm just trying to figure out how I want to do it. And that is an issue. How do I want to do it? You know, maybe I'll just poke holes. Normally I like going the other side. The other side, whatever way you poke your holes, is the way that is the rough side, and the inside would be smoother, but I can't get in here, so we're just going to do it this way. And I'm gonna try to make the holes fairly big. It might be better I don't cut it and I do it this way. This way it holds together really good. This will be a bubbler. If it squirts when I put it outside, then I can always cut the holes bigger. I should have had a mask when I do this. Don't breathe while you're doing this. I'm going to make sure these holes are really big. This way the water comes out, trickles out of the top. Let me move this until we get to this. Okay, so we've got that. Now, I want to make sure this is a really tight fit because I want this to come up and stay in here. If it doesn't, then I've got to modify things. Oh, you get to watch me burn myself. No, it doesn't happen too often, but sometimes it does. Really should do this outside. You know what? If I, okay, that's, see, I could have had it smaller. I could have had it smaller, but you know, I think that's going to work. Oh, I think that's perfect. Now, there's multiple ways of doing this. I could either do it this way or use this as the bottom and do it this way. I think we're going to go this route. I may not need this. It doesn't matter if it's smooth. Now this is to hold the straw. This is no joke. I have never made one of these. Totally raw. I'm trying not to breathe. You really should be using, when you're melting plastic or working with any of this stuff, really do it outside. We are done with that. You can unplug it. And I use a ceramic cup that we don't drink out of. This is going to be hot. Have I burned myself doing this? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Okay. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I will need the soldering iron one more time. Look, 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 look. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my goodness. Look at this. This is better than I thought. Oh, my goodness. I don't need to do anything. I'm in shock with myself. Look how nice that is. That's gonna sit there so nice. Okay, so we're done with this. Let me move this. Again, you can use anything on here. Boy, this might be the shortest video I've ever done. Sometimes when I work on projects, it could take me so long. I have to step away. Originally, when I made the hummingbird feeder, I've got the new one somewhere. Oh, the new one is behind me. You know the other one I made, this is the new one. This one is fantastic. I was just gonna leave the first one I made out there, but they love it so much. They found the yellow flowers. They're on it all day. And I thought, you know, I'll make one more. I don't know if they sell the heart candy all year because it doesn't say Valentine's Day on it. It just says nothing. It's just a heart. So maybe they sell it all year. But I bought a total of 4 of them. I got 2 in the beginning from Gary. And then I bought 2 more because he knows how I work on things. So you want to have one in case it doesn't work out to get all the faults. So I don't know if anybody's there. If you want to, oh, you're doing something. Okay, Gary's gone. So this is the new one. And see, I like this one better because it's balanced. New and improved. The one you saw that they're using outside swings everywhere. That's why sometimes you want to do more. You know, more than one when you're doing it for the first time. Now, what am I doing here? I can get rid of the water bottle. We don't need the soda bottle, I should say. Okay. I need to get the solar fountain pump inside that jar. So this is the one I'm going to use. Check those links. They don't have them for $6 anymore the last time I looked, but they're still cheap. And a lot of them have these solar fountain pumps where if you buy, one of them I bought from them. I test the companies. I just buy it. They don't know who I am. One of them said buy 2 or buy 3, get 1 free. That was really a good deal. It brought the price right back down to almost $6. Okay, we need to get the pump in here. And that's not a problem. I'm just trying to make sure before I start how I want to do that. Is there I don't think it matters. No, it won't matter. I can turn it. So now there's multiple things we have to do here. The first thing we need to do, this is a coffee jar. And it's plastic. We're going to make a big hole to set the pump in. I could cut it, but this is really a hard plastic. Let me see if I can get the scissors in there. A lot of times once you start your hole with the soldering iron, I wasn't even going to talk when I did this. You can cut it. See, now I can cut it. A little tough, but still I can cut it. Should wear safety goggles. I do have safety glasses, but this is no big deal. Okay, we can make a great big hole. Look at that. Don't need that. Now the pump will go in here, and we can set it up in there. Now here is something that I have not mentioned in the early videos, but I'm mentioning it in the newer ones. We need to make holes all the way up the jar. And the reason we have to make these holes all the way up is when it's in the container and you've got the hole only open to here, the water will go into your reservoir, your bucket, whatever you're using. And once it goes above this, if it doesn't get through there quick enough, it starts to, you know, bog around like a buoy out in the ocean because it can't get in there. So if you make holes all the way, and you cannot make too many. You don't have to make a lot, but don't worry like, oh my gosh, how many do I make? If your water's going to go all the way up, put it all the way up. As long as the water can flow in there, you can make big holes. I can take the scissors and make really big holes. But you want to make sure that water is going to get in there. And the higher the better. And all over. So just above it, you can even go below it. It doesn't matter. It's going to, I mean, if you think it's not going to get below it for some reason, put a couple down on the bottom. But you want to make sure you have good water flow. Honest to goodness, this is no joke. I thought it was going to be here for an hour trying to figure out how to do it, because I looked at it and I thought, how am I going to do this? And that's, you know, I do this a lot of times at night. If I can't sleep, then I go put something together and look at it. That's why my kitchen's such a mess. The other day I cleaned up my kitchen in here. I'm still working on here. My granddaughter walks in. She was doing laundry. And she says to me, "Why aren't you live?" I said to her, "I'm cleaning and gutting my kitchen, this area." "Yeah, people would love to see you clean your kitchen." I said, "Yeah," and then everybody would unsubscribe. No, I told her, "Who wants to see me clean a kitchen?" She said, "I do." I said, "No, I just want," she said, "I'm sure a lot of people would like that." I think people have better lives than watching me clean a kitchen. Yeah, I think this is really good. But the bigger the holes, the better. It's no joke. You can make big, big holes, because all this is a stand. Get this unplugged. When you're using a soldering iron, you can use a ceramic plate. You can use melamine, you know, the Malmec ones, or cup. The reason is you don't want to lay it on the counter. If they come with stands, the stands are, they never work. All right, so now we've got big holes. I might even make the hole a little bigger. So when the water goes in there, it flows in there really fast. And the water is also your weight. It's going to hold this unit in place. If you've got yours bobbing around, then there's no water. You've got too much air. I think this is good. This is unbelievable. Okay, so we've got that. All I needed was a little scissors. I won't need my stapler. Okay, plastic's getting to me. You know what? Let me move this out of the way because I think I'm completely done with this. Just get it out of the way. All right. All right, now what do we have to do? Now I've got to make sure the pump goes on here. Wow, close. Let me see how this is going to go on and how much I have to cut off. Now, like I said, I could use, you can get these trash cans from Dollar Tree. Depends on what you want to do, what color you want. See, this could be in here, but it's a little short. I would need a taller container. So you can get anything you want. Let me put this back. I'm going to go with this. A silver bucket and a heart. I think it looks really cute. Okay, I want to get this. It's going to be like this. Gee, I could put that little disc on top. I don't think it's toxic. I could use a plate. It just looked pretty. I think I'm going to leave it. But you could use something like that. Just, if you're not sure if it's toxic, get a food plate. You can get food plates. I think they're $4 for $1 at Dollar Tree. All right, now I'm trying to debate if I want to cut it or not. It's really, see, it's going to go up. It's going to go up about that high. You could get some really cute plastic flowers and put that on the top and build this up really cute. There's a lot of stuff you can do. We're not doing that today. I think I'm going to cut a piece off because I want to make sure when I put this on, it's not going anywhere. And I could take another straw, but since I don't think I need to, I'm going to cut one piece off, a really small piece. Now I've got to split this. I want to make sure you can see. We're just going to split this. So the straw is split. You don't need to glue it. You could if you wanted to. And if you're going to use any type of glue on this, you can use a glue gun, but the glue from the glue gun tends to let loose if it gets wet most of the time. Sometimes you can work on things and use it. You can get a cheap little tube from the fish store or pet store for tropical fish. That's non-toxic, believe you me, or they wouldn't be able to use it. Okay, so this will go on this way. Wow, it's still loose. And now I just put it in there. Okay, that's not going to work. We could use tape. That's kind of odd. Why would that be tight? And why would that not go on? Okay, I don't know what's going on here. So we're going to do it this way. I could tape it, but I'm going to do it differently. Let's go ahead and do it this way. Not sure why it came off. We're just going to, the less tape, the better. Because we'll make it too big, then we gotta take the whole thing apart. Okay, so we're gonna go, it's a little tall. I should have made the straw taller. Oh no, I'm gonna have tape all over me. So what I'm doing is I'm not taping this to it. I'm just making sure that this is snug. And I'm going to put tape on in the direction that the straw is rolled around. So I can get it really tight, as tight as I can. So you have the straw overlapping a little. And let's see if that works. I have all different ways of doing it. I fixed the big pump outside. It's still loose. Okay, one more thing. Now this is painter's tape. This is the green one. Usually it's by Frog. There are other companies. This stuff is so good that this stuff lasts in the garden for 2 years. 2 years later, I'm fighting with it to get it off. Okay, let's see. Okay, now we got it. See? Cool, cool, cool. So I've got the tape on the unit itself now. And now I've got the tape on this straw. Watch, it's going to be too hard to put on. No, I can do it. Okay, so now let's get rid of all this tape. I got a lot of pointers I can give you. I don't know how far we'll go today. Okay, let's... Hopefully I don't have to come back and do this later, because I think it's really sealed good. But now is a little bit tricky part, because I've got to do this through here. See how it is? Because now I got the hard in here, and it's got to come through here. Once we get it on, work, 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 work. Snug, 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 snug. Snug, snug. It's on. We're good. Just push it back up. Look at that. Now we put the lid on. We could screw it on. We don't have to. I'm so excited. When you go to clean it, you're just going to lift that up. If for some reason it bogs around still, you can put rocks on it. Okay, I have to remember this is a board for me to work on. So it's not the table, so it's going to flip on me. You can put rocks in here. So this is really cool. So now we're done. So I can say goodbye to everybody. Let me see. I was going to show you a couple things. So now this would go in like this. And this would go wherever way you want. Now there's a couple things we can do. And you can set this exactly where you want it. And definitely get the cord unwound because that's what's pulling on this right now. Now that's the way it goes out. This will get full of water. You don't, for the hummingbirds or any birds, have to put anything on top. They're not going to drown. Think of outside in nature. There's ponds and water bowls. They're not going to drown. They're going to land on the side here. They're going to look at the unit, and the hummingbirds should come up here. I'm hoping it's rough enough for them to sit on top. I'll tell you, a lot of your bigger birds, like your house finches, they're going to go on top. But anyways, this is what you want to do. You want to make sure you unwind this, because I'm going to keep pulling on the cord and knock this around. But you can make this for somebody for a holiday. Look at this. I feel like I'm hunched over because I know Gary told me you can't see my head. Okay, we're actually done. I can go fill this up with water and put this outside. I don't know if they'll go to it today. I have a sweet spot. And by saying that, I know at a certain time here, all the hummingbirds take a bath. That's not saying they don't take a bath all day, but I know the sweet spot when I can put things out and they're all coming in for a bath, and I'm past that today. That was quite a few hours ago. But that's okay. I'm going to get this out, and when I get it, I can put this. Gee, I don't have a copy of this because this will be live for the members, and I can always boost it up for anybody. But the point is, I can always grab some stuff off and then explain how I did it. But anyways, this is it. Now let's go over a few other little things, because this was so quick. This is done. It's ready to go outside. Now, if you wanted to decorate it, boy, this is shiny. There's a few things we can do. I've got these stickers. I bought them online at Walmart, and I don't even know if they have them anymore because I bought them a long time ago. So, they're clingers, actually. I mean, we can put a clinger on. I haven't even looked at this in a long time. They're not really stickers. Because that's one thing we can do. Let's take a look at it. They call them clingers. You can put them on the walls. Keep in mind that if you leave them on too long, you may not be able to get them off. Yeah, look at that. So I've got a clinger. I can put a clinger on of a hummingbird. I'm using this one right now because it's small. That's one thing we can do. I might use that. Okay, right now let's do that. And then there's another thing we can do. I thought I was going to use irrigation tubing to hold it in place, but I didn't need to. There was one other thing. And here's where I'll give you some hints. This is an old seed catalog. And you could look through catalogs, and this one has just got flowers. You can find it out of magazines or whatever, and you can quickly cut them. I use these on my food containers in my window that I'm growing plants and stuff. I take things out of magazines. I've got a hummingbird I cut out of a magazine once. You can also print them. My good printer is not working right now, but you can print them and do them. And then we can decoupage that on. Let's say I want some green on it. So what would look good with those flowers? It's just something quick. I'm gonna take my time, have a cup of coffee, tea, because you're not really gonna notice. You're not really gonna notice if the leaves are right. Oh, they have roses. Okay, we'll go with this today. I'm looking for something really green. That's green. Okay, so I don't know what this is. This is windbreaks. So let's take the windbreak out. I should have checked the back in case there was something else better I wanted. No, asparagus. Oh, Gary loves this asparagus. I can tell you a story about asparagus, but you probably aren't interested. You know what? I'll tell you a story about asparagus. We love growing the asparagus that are both male and female. I'm just cutting this out. Something that's going to look good with the flowers, because this is a quick artwork fix. And I wanted to do something fun for somebody in Gary's family. So I decorated a beautiful card. And let's see, how do I want to do that? I don't like it. I decorated a beautiful card and I glued on, you can tell my secrets, I'm kidding, with school glue, like the white glue. Let me just do it this way. With school glue, the washable, has to be the washable. The whole card was decorated in asparagus seeds. So this particular person knew it was, because, you know, enjoy their seeds, blah, blah, blah. They put the card away for a couple years and did nothing. And then they decided, I do not like that. They decided one day, 2 years later, because I just heard about it, they decided to take this, I guess they planted the card. They scraped it off and then whatever was left, they planted. They've got a field of purple asparagus now. 2 years. You know, I've done better. I don't like this. I mean, it's cute, but it needs something. I don't like that. And that's why I said, you wouldn't have seen that if I was doing it. I would, because what do you need to wait? I don't need to waste your time on stuff I don't like. So that will get tossed out. I can go through here or find a better leaf. Maybe another flower. Let's put a bunch of flowers and make it a bouquet. So anyways, I was so excited. Then you let them know, you know, we found the asparagus last year, because it was years ago. And we thought, well, it's been sitting for years, the card. They're sure it was no good. They planted them. This year, they have a field of purple passion asparagus. Is that not cute? Can you imagine? Those seeds sat glued on the card for years. What color would go good with that? How about the pink one? And then they plant them now, and the seeds were viable. Gary gets asparagus out of both the male and female plants. Some people say you don't want the female plants. The female plants on the purple passion, the one he has, if you've seen a picture of Gary with one that's like 3 foot tall, They grow really tall spikes, the females. And let me tell you something, that asparagus plant or shoot that was going to throw a spike is good from the top to bottom. Now we can put another rose in there. That'll look good. And then I'll show you what I'm going to do. And I'll tell you, I'm not going to do exactly what there's another way of doing this, but I'm going to explain to you because I'm not going to do it right now. Put the pink one there. And let's go with the red rose. So if you see seed catalogs, if they're giving away seed catalogs, get them, because I use seed catalogs for this. I've got some bird baths out there, and I use the seed catalog. I'm not hunchback that bad. I'm just trying to make sure you can see me, because if I position the camera a different way, then you can't see what I'm doing. So anyways, 2 years those seeds lasted, at least 2 years. And anyways, as I was saying, the female asparagus that come up that are about 3 foot, you can eat the entire thing almost to the base. One asparagus it's almost like a meal. I can eat a lot of asparagus. So we love growing both. And then the baby, you know, some people figure it's a mess because they grow like weeds almost, and all the baby asparagus come up. You just take them out and give them away to people. And within a couple of years, they're going to have their own asparagus. That's going to blow everywhere. I don't have a brush. And I'll go ahead and use something first, but I want to explain something. I'm going to rudely cross in front of you because I can't get behind you. So excuse me. I'm going to come back. Excuse me. Let me see if anybody's here. I don't see anybody. That's okay. Everybody's busy. Oops. Okay, that's right. Today I'm going to use this. This is what I want to talk about. I don't believe I've got the other one here. Yes, I might. Oh, my flowers took off. Hold on. Now, that's what happens when you're doing raw footage and making something. And the wind is blowing. All right. Let's see if I've got it. No, I do not. Yes, I do. This is Mod Podge. And this is outdoor. This is the same price. And this is not outdoor. This is indoor. Okay. The outdoor is not waterproof. So when you use this on something that's going to go outside or get wet, it will come off many times. Not always, but most of the time it can come off. This one will not come off. I don't care where it is, because this one is called dishwasher safe. You could use this as a bottom coat or use it as an extra coat because I bought it, so I'm using it. But this one is not going anywhere. Now that's one way of doing it. I have one other way that's really, really good. So I could sit down so you can see me right now. I really like standing when I'm working on a project. It feels so short. There is one other way we can do it that's really good, and it's the way I used to make jewelry. So let's go ahead and get this. So right now, I don't have... I got an idea. Hold on. This is just the lid. Let's do it this way. It's just a shoebox lid. All right, so we're gonna put this on the back, because remember, you got to put it on the back, and you want it really to stick good. Now, let's say we're gonna go. Which way are we gonna use the front? Let's say here. Once it's on, it's on. Okay, so we're gonna put that on like that. This is really fast drying. I can actually put this out today. Okay. This is really good, but there's one other thing that's better, and I know that because, and I'll show you it in a minute. I used to actually make jewelry years ago, and this won't hold up for jewelry as good as this other stuff I'm going to show you. Now we're putting the rose on. I'll make a short or something and show this if the hummingbirds come to it, or I can make it before the hummingbirds come to it. Let's see, let's put this here. I'm just barely seeing the white flower on the bottom. Once it dries, you won't see the white on it. And yeah, that's good enough for me. We're gonna step back and see it. It adds color. But like I was saying, I always buy the dishwasher safe one. Oh, that's perfect. I don't have leaves, but that's all right. Oh, no, 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 you moved on me. Slide it back before we dry. Right there. Once it dries, you can make a couple coats. You should do a few coats with this. Let me show you something that's hard to find. And I want to wash my brush quick. This is a makeup brush. I have found this is the best craft brush. I love the makeup brushes. They hold up. They don't lose their bristles. I painted an entire bathroom with one of these, and I still had it, and it recently fell apart. But that was years ago, and I was still using it as my craft brush. That was amazing. An entire bathroom. Why would you use a little 1-inch brush? Well, I used it because I did every wall a different color. I was using the 50-cent paint. I had a guy come in, and he looked at the bathroom, and he said, yeah, I can paint the bathroom, and I'll stucco or fill up the holes, and I'll do it cheap. And I said, oh, how much? He goes, $2,000. I thanked him, and I went and pulled out all my 50-cent paints, because anytime I go to Home Depot, I look to see what they've got there. And I had a bunch of colors, kind of marine colors. I went like beachy look. And anything that had to do with marine, I pulled out. So you had like different aquas, different blues, like the ocean. I had different sand colors. And I did every wall different. And each color, when I say wall, it was kind of like there was a short wall and then another one came out. It's kind of like in and out all over. Every wall was different. Did I get paint on that? No. And it came out really nice. It's still painted that way. It was painted back 12 years ago, I think I did that. And it didn't cost me $2,000. I think I figured it cost me with the paint and my dollar brush like 20 bucks to do the bathroom. And I did it little by little. I'd go out there every day I would go in the bathroom and for about an hour and I'd paint. And I tried to do one wall a day. And it's nice. You have the radio on or something, you just listen, and it worked out really good. Isn't that not cute? Okay, let me show you the other thing I was going to show you, and then I'll wash that. I have never been able to find this in a store, and I have to order this online, and I generally get it when I need it. It lasts a long time, from Joann's on their website. It's called Diamond Glaze Dimensional Adhesive. This thing is just as good as resin, and yes, you can do the the two-stage resin where you mix it together. I've done a lot of work like that, and you could do that, and then it's permanent. It's not going anywhere. I've done jewelry that way. It's permanent. But this is almost as good. It's really as good. And not only that, this diamond glaze, and it's not cheap. I don't even know what it costs now. It was like 12 bucks at the time. It might be more. This is 8 ounces. You can mix this with something. So if you were using a paint that wasn't that good, but you love the color, and you're just going to paint something really small or decorate it, you can take the paint, put it in a little container, and then open this up or unscrew it, pour a little bit of this in there, mix it up really good, and then do your paint, and make sure you wash your brush really quick before it dries, because that makes your cheap paint permanent. Because this stuff will stick to everything. I don't even know if it says. Yeah, it creates a finish. You can use glitter with it, beads, glass. Okay, we'll go on. Beads, glass, metal, plastic, and paper. Do not shake, because you don't want air bubbles in it. It's just like a resin, and once it dries, it's that hard. I've actually poured bracelets with this, if it was small little squares and you were going to set something in it, and instead of doing the 2 epoxy mixes, I've used this, and I still have this stuff. So this is really good. So if you were making something and you wanted it super waterproof, instead of just using the dishwasher safe Mod Podge, or whatever there's another term for the Mod Podge, dishwasher, oh, what's the coating called? It doesn't say on here because that's the name of the company. But if you were putting on a coating and you were using the dishwasher safe, and you can get, there's other coatings you can get, and it's for artwork, and I've gotten that at Michael's, where it says it's waterproof. I've used that too. I don't think I've got any right now, but you can use that instead of that, and it will also adhere to paper, plastic, metal. But this one's great, and I don't know why they don't carry it in the store. Maybe your store does, but none of the stores around here would carry it. And so to get free shipping that time, I think I ordered 3 bottles. So I should have 1 or 2 bottles left. But this, you know, I could paint this on clear. I could tip this out, paint it on here. I'm going to leave this right now. But I wanted you to know that you can go to, let's say, Dollar Tree, and you can get glitter paint, small little bottles of paint. And it's really cheap paint. So if it gets wet, it can sometimes peel off. But if you mix it in a separate little cup, paper cup or something, and mix let's say, it depends on how much you're going to use. If you're using just a little bit, then you only have to put maybe a half a teaspoon of this in and mix it up really good. And this is clear. It'll look white, but once it dries, it's clear. It will make your paint permanent. I love this. That's why I keep it on hand for all kinds of stuff. Anyways, we are done. I'm going to let this dry. Let me take a look and see, you know, what's going on. I don't know. I really don't want to set it up yet, though I could hit this with a hairdryer, and that would work. And then I can put this outside, but I think I'll let this dry a little bit. Oh, I actually want to make a couple more coats now that I look at it. It would be better to have a couple more coats on it. And then I'll get it outside and we'll put the video together. But this is how I do my stuff. I look at it and I analyze, and generally they all work out, but it's sometimes like it's even like the hummingbird feeder I was talking about. After I put it out and observed the birds and the feeder, I found other ways of doing it. First, I just drew a circle around the holes. Some of them used it, some of them didn't. And then I went back with my, what do you call it? Fabric paint, the puffy, you know, I'm getting something in my throat. Hold on. The puffy fabric paint, and that worked really nice. Use your soldering iron outside, or at least have a fan. Sometimes I put a fan in the window so it sucks it out. Yeah, I want to get a couple more coats on this, and then I can always go back with that other stuff I showed you. But, you know, it's just that you start to look at things and you analyze, you could do it better. So that's why I made a new one. I'm not going to make a ton of them. I actually want to use the other ones to make a fountain. So now the fountain's done. Okay, got to get that washed in a few minutes, or I will lose my brush. And I don't want to lose my brush because that will dry and be permanent as well. There's the tape. Here is the unit. And then I will have to see if I need to make the holes. I don't think I have enough sunlight in here. Not really enough. I don't want to get it all wet when it's still. I could put some water in it. Now I may have to come back with a plate or something, but we'll see later. The other thing I was going to do, I was going to make something with the irrigation tubing. But I don't think I need to, because I can make something that would hold it in place. And that is an option. If I did decide to do that and make a little hook on each side, a bird could land on this. Let's say, you know, I don't know if I'm going to use this one or not, but if I wanted to, I haven't done this yet with the irrigation tubing. I could go across this way, and then a bird could land on this and take a drink out of here. Or I can make holes. Oh. See, this is why I love talking out loud. I think I might try that. I don't know if I can cut this as it is. Let me see something. Can I cut this? Let's try it. I already made it. I shouldn't be cutting this. You know what? Let's make a new one. Let's make a new one. Let me get rid of this, and let me go wash my brush, because this is going to blow all over. These are little bits of paper. And let me see something, because I'm actually thinking that would be really nice, and it could lift out. I've never done that before. Yeah, let's do that. Hold on. I'm crossing in front of you again. Let me get rid of this. Actually, I might wash this. Hold on. Okay. Brush is cleaned. Let me see how my battery life is doing. Battery seems okay. Oh, my pump is making noise. Now, I'm going to cross in front of you again. if you look, isn't that something? There's no sun here and it's burping. The sun is there. Let's go ahead and see how I'm going to do this. So I figured out while this is drying, I needed about, I've never done this before, which means I need my soldering iron back again. Let's say, I've never done this, so this will be really something. Let's say, probably easier to do it this way. Let's cut this off here. And you know what? In case I'm right, I'll cut 2 because I'm making ties for the garden anyway. So if it doesn't work, okay, that's not right. Where is it? Here. If it doesn't work, okay, that's not right. How about this way? I use this in the garden to tie up plants. It doesn't damage the plant. This whole roll costs $10 and it's what, 50 feet. All right, so we don't need the roll here. I've got a lot of videos on that and there'll be a whole lot more. Let me move this. What we're trying to do is stick something in there. See if we can stabilize it. I don't know if I can make 2 holes using this. This is rebar wire. If you're crafting and you need wire to make paper mache or different things, I'm telling you, no joke, this is the cheapest wire. It's what, 400 yards or feet or whatever it is, and it costs 10 bucks. I have 2 rolls and I'll probably have it forever. Okay, so we're gonna pull it through here and pull it out a little bit. You can cork the ends with a hot glue gun. I'm not gonna do that right now, but if you do that, then you won't risk having that out. Now I'm gonna see if I can do this. I've never done this before. It would give them a perch. Going back to the soldering iron. Okay, now we're just experimenting, so keep that in mind. But this will give them a perch. I really think if I made 2 holes, you know, I think I can. Wow. I think I can. Let's try it. If I'm real careful, I can. I have 2 of those. When I like something, I buy 2. So if worse comes to worse, I have 1 more. Again, Dollar Tree. I'm going to apologize right now if anybody is coming in just to watch this because this is boring, but this is what I do. My granddaughter insists that people want to see what I'm doing. So, okay. Let's get that one out of the way. Let's heat that soldering iron up again. Is your show over?
Yep.
I'm still live. I'm trying something I haven't tried before. I don't even know if it's going to work, but we're done with the pump. It worked beautiful. I may have to make more holes. That's the only thing I have to do. You're going to have to cross in front of it or go around the other way.
No, I'm just checking
I
out.
don't think anybody's there. It doesn't matter.
No, I'm trying to say.
And maybe I accidentally booted it up unlisted. No, it's fine. Oh, this is the way I work by myself. I'm going to try to make 2 holes. I'm going to try to make it where if the water hits it, it goes back in. This is a total experiment. Total. And this is really a light plastic. Maybe I should just do 1. Like I was saying, if you wanted a clean hole, yeah, you have to do only 1. Oops, I just saw something. There is a rim underneath. So we're going to do 1. You're going to go from the other side, and that's how you get a clean hole. Of course, I may not be able to do it because it's got a rim. Oh, she's knocking the camera.
There's four people in.
There's 4 people
4
watching.
at
4
least.
people that need to get a life.
There's 4
and go.
4 thumbs up.
Oh my gosh! You really need to go do something more exciting than watching paint dry.
I'm not sure. I'm going to get a better look at that.
I can't see who's there because this is just me working.
Actually, there's 6. 6 and 4 thumbs up.
Okay. I really wish I could have gotten 2 holes in there. I'm gonna get sick from that.
Come around the other way, Zoe. This way.
No, Zoe wants the tripod. She's been looking at it, thinking, oh, I like this. I can chew this to pieces. She already found something else and chewed it. The tripod, what do you call it? The instructions how to use it. I don't need it. That is a really nice tripod. It's not even a tripod. It's like a monopod. Oh, stinks. Let me see if I got this together. Okay. Can I get it in the other side? I want to get this soldering iron unplugged. Ah, it's pushing it. Okay, let's get this out of here. Okay. I should have put a fan in the window, and that works really good. All right, now, again, 1/4 inch irrigation tubing. Need to have it go down. It's got to go down, because if it doesn't go down, it will run on this and run off. So I don't even know what I'm doing right now. I'll make a little thing here. And I want to make another one on the other side. So you won't really see it. I don't know if this is going to do anything or not. I wonder if it'll stabilize it. And, oh gosh, and on the perch. Zoe, what's wrong? What? This is what I'm, come here. You want to see? This is what I'm doing. There's nothing for you. When she wants me to pick her up, she just started this. No, I'm not picking you. I'm working. I'm working. I don't want to cut myself. No, there it is. I'm not going to cut myself on anything. There it is. Okay. I don't know if this is going to be good or bad. See, if there were 2, I probably could have. No, I want to make sure that this is easy to take out and wash. That's the main thing. I only wash these things once a week, and if they're clean, because the water's running, I don't worry about it. But if it looks dirty, then I wash it. I don't know. This might work as a perch, and it might cause more problems. I did that. I put a perch once through something. I thought, oh, this is cool. Yeah, there went the water out the bucket. Right now, if it hits this is higher and this is lower. I don't know if I'm gaining anything with it. The only thing I'm gaining is a hummingbird could sit here and catch water coming down. Like I said, I've never done this, so. I have a nightmare to take off now. Really? Okay, we really need to make this hole bigger. Working. Well, how could it go in and not come out? It's not hot, so, okay. I know another way to do it, but I don't think I want to do it that way. It would be to string a piece of wire across. I don't think I want to do it that way. Let me show you what I'm talking about. This is only if I wanted to make it stable for some reason. I could go in, this is soft wire, and it could wrap around and come back. I don't think I'm going to need it. So I think I'm going to skip that. I don't know if I really need this. I think I'll just use this in the garden. What good is it? Besides a perch. Besides a perch. I'd make those holes bigger. And I gotta breathe that stuff in again. Okay, now you're gonna have to hold off. You can leave, go have lunch. Now I'm just thinking. That's what I do. Sometimes I look and I think. I don't think this is gonna give me anything because this is the perch. Any bird will land on this without a doubt. I'll leave those, I gotta leave the holes. I made the holes. I'll think about this. I don't think it's going to do anything. I think this is going to work. I don't foresee this going anywhere, and if it does, I can come back. I don't know if I can get that in the window. Let me get some water in here and then make a mess. Anyways, that is the project. This is... And now we just broke the whole thing. Gee, I could use that as a clip for the wire. No, I don't think I need to, but that would work for a clip. You could put a bread tie in there and hold it if you needed to hold it. Like what I just did, it wouldn't go anywhere. It wouldn't do anything. I don't think I have any extra wire. There. So if I wanted to, I could use a bread tie. And I could tie the cord. I don't think I'm in bother. I'm still thinking if there's anything else I want to do. I don't think it's going to go anywhere. And then I just have to find out if there's a good enough suction, and this can be turned still. Let me just fill this up with water. See if we can get this to do anything and see if we need to go back to the drawing board. Because sometimes I have to go back and then I have to make sure there's a good seal on it so the water comes up. This is a big bubbler. It might spray. It's going to hold a lot of water. These little units, these are small. They're not designed to have a lot of lift. So some of you have tried to do 3-foot things. You're going to need a bigger solar fountain, a bigger unit. I don't know if this is going to work. All right, let's go fill this with water and see. And don't forget, I told you, if you ever use a vessel that you're not sure about, you can always line this with a plastic bag. I'm going to cross in front of you again because there's no other place for me to go. So excuse me. And I'll show you the plastic. You know what? Let me show you the plastic bag so you know exactly what I'm talking about. And then I'll come back and cross over again. Actually, do I have a... I do. I'll be right there. And then I'll be back on hummingbird duty because the feeder's not too bad. It's starting to get low. I'm going to get some water. I'm going to wash this thing too. Okay. Zoe, be careful. That's that. There's a plastic bag. I'm just going to grab some water. I don't even know if it'll work in the house. It might be buzzing, but it might really need more power. Zoe knows I'm talking to somebody, but she can't figure out who's here. She's looking around. All right. Now, if you had a really pretty vase or something you want to use, and you thought, gee, it might be ceramic made out of lead or something, you can get really big bags. You can get bigger than this. You can put this inside. You can either tuck it around. You could decorate it. There's so many ways of decorating it. Let me show you something else I was going to do. I was going to use fabric, but you wouldn't even have to know. You can use something like a fabric thing and you can cut it. You could have this on like this. Look how pretty. We could almost do it. And then when you go to clean it, if it's got algae or mildew or anything, you just throw the bag away and put in a new bag. I wasn't going to cut this because I have another idea, but this is just, I bought these pants for $1 and they stretch. So let's say we'll put a little bit of a, we could have cut this nicer. Let's not cut through our cord. Otherwise we'll be doing a video on how to put back a solar fountain after it's been cut, which I think we've already done. All right, so let's say I want to use a plastic bag. This is an expensive vase. It's so beautiful, but it might be made out of lead. A lot of the Italian ware and stuff have lead in it. The fancy ones, the ones that are more for decorations. But now you've got a food grade plastic bag. So now you could put this on. Where's the back side? Is there a back side? There's two sides. Okay. You could put this on like this. And you could, it's elastic, but you could decorate it. You can pull this over those holes that I made up there. Okay, this is going to take longer than what I thought. I'm not sewing right now, so let's see if this is working. And let's say we put this together here. I would make some holes on this. I see exactly what I would do. Bring this, make it shorter. You know how I cover with fabric, so. I don't know how we got in this direction. I would definitely make holes though. It's probably gonna make it too big. If it's too small, it won't work. If it's too big, it won't work. Zoe, those are my stuff, my projects. You're not taking that. Okay. This is if you want to use a plastic bag. And I think it's going to take 3 hands. Plus I've got my picture still wet. I think you'll get the idea what I'm trying to do. I definitely would go over the edge, but you could do something like that. That actually does look cute, doesn't it? So let's say, oh, I love this front. No, I don't know. I love this front. All right, so let's say, oh, I love this front. We take this. That's the middle of the elastic. I don't even know if this is going to work. We cut into it. Hopefully we don't cut our own skin. Now I'm going to put this little, there it goes. See, over that, this has got a lip. So you do one there and you do one on the other side, and then it's going to hang on. You would tuck your plastic down there. It wouldn't be that complicated. Somehow it turned into a complicated thing. Same thing here. We're on the opposite side. Try to do this without cutting our hand live. Maybe that would be more exciting. And now we put this here. Look at that. And you'd kind of fix it up a little bit. You know what I'm talking about. But look at that. Now you've got and you could have gone all the way down. You could have draped it all the way down. I'm just trying to show you. Oh, that's right. Put the stapler in the front. I have staples in the front. But anyway, yeah, that was smart. I wouldn't have done this. See what I did? I put the staples in the front. But you got the idea. Now this would go in here. I don't even know what it looks like. We're not using that. Now you would have the water in the plastic bag. Let me take a look. I want to see myself. And it would sit in there. Look at that. It's got a little ruffle. I'm going to do it without the ruffle. But that's how I've done other ones, because I had a friend give me a bucket once. And I knew the bucket would rust out, so I put plastic inside and it worked great. Perfect. So now you know another way. Little tricks, little things we could do. Let's get some water in here and see if I have to make more holes in that. I am not set up to get wet. Do I have it facing the right way? Yes. Everything. I don't even know if I have enough sunlight to do anything here. It's all washed. My containers are washed. Everything is washed. But anytime you make something, you want it as simple as possible so you can wash it out. Don't worry about green algae. Green algae, even some of the brown algae, it's not mold. It's a plant. But if it gets moldy or something, you want to do something. Okay, let's see. I think we're going to go that high. Would have been smart if I would have undone this before I filled it with water. I don't even know if this is going to work. I don't have enough power. Oh, it works! It's in the full sun, it works! Now it's a little splashy. And that's something I can go back and make the holes bigger. Oh my gosh, I have to look at this. You want to see, come here. You want to see? I'll show you. I'm looking with you guys. I'm going to zoom in. Hold on, let me see. Is that not cute? It's actually not splashing that bad. Look at the table. It's not splashing at all. It's, is that not cute? I'm very excited. I am very excited. Oh, wait a minute. I see, hold on. I didn't see that. You got super thanks in there? Why is it not showing me? I can't tap on it. Live chats. Oh, now you put in the, oh my goodness. I see Karen F-U-N Funker. You know how I butcher names. Thank you so, $10. Oh my gosh. Unbelievable. Let's celebrate their first. Let's celebrate the first. Now I can't get out of it. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Look at that. And if there is any more, I can't see it for some reason. I want to see live chats. It won't let me see. There you go. Zoe, you're on my foot. Let me move for a minute. Let me see what's. I am so excited. Happy Valentine's Day, Connie Davison. Oh, good. I got a wrench in there. Thank you. Pouring my heart out. Happy Valentine's. Oh, happy Heart Day. Thank you. Let's see. We see you fine. We're all good. Oh, good. Thank you, Mary Kerr, K-E-R-R. Hello. And of course, you're all members. Jackie Randall. Hello. Happy Valentine's Day to you too. Let's see. Those candy containers look so cute. I'm going to look at Dollarama tonight to see if they have any. Let me tell you something. I got them from Walmart. They were $1.24. That's all they were, $1.24. Got to go to work. Okay, pouring my art out. Have a good work day. Pandora Fox, hello. Happy Valentine's Day to you too. Thank you, Darlene C. Glad I checked to see if you had posted today. I was going to post on, what was I going to post on? I mean, in the middle, I worked on a video yesterday on seeds. The few seeds I'm going to start, but I think I won't do that tomorrow. Let's see. There are some here watching and learning. Okay, you know, it didn't show me before. Keep me from cleaning. Darlene C. I'm keeping me from cleaning a bedroom. Par, another wrench will blow. Thank you. So I'm trying to see if and there is Karan, K-A-R-A-N, Fun, K-K-A-R, Fun Car. Thank you again for the super thanks, super chat, I should say. And I think that's it. We are new to super chat. Happy Valentine's Day. Well, happy Valentine's Day to you too, Karen. And it could be Karen, but I'm saying Karen's. Anyways, now I got to figure out how to do that. I'm so excited. It is splashing a bit. Not too bad. I wonder if I put more water if it would splash less, but that's an easy fix. A couple more holes. Oh, if I would have had this out this morning. Let's add in a little bit of water. Because maybe it's splashing on the top, but if it was splashing in the water, we may have less splash. Let me back up the camera. Sorry, I'm holding it now. Which means I need more holes on the top because you don't want this. Yes, less splash on the water. Now it's not splashing. It's just going to the water. So 2 fixes on this. The first fix, and this is a straw. Remember, you can get tubing, but when I posted the tubing years ago for this fountain, they were like 10 bucks for 3 feet. Now I think he's 17. Ridiculous. But they did raise their price, and I know things go up, but that's what I'm saying. I have a dollar store. It's actually a bargain store in town, and I have no idea how they sell all these, and it's a bag for $1. First he got them in, they were $2, and I bought a bag. Then I go back, and they were $1.59. I go back, and I bought another bag. Then I went back, and they were $1, so I bought another bag. Those are jumbo straws, and look at that. So I think I might make an extra hole or 2. I don't know. I might not. I might wait, because once you make the holes, they're there. But once you, look at that. Is that not cute? Oh my gosh, that is so cute. I've never done this live. I told Gary I'm going to do this live. He was watching, somebody else had a live feed, and that's what he was doing. And he said, "You need me?" And I said, "No, because it's members only, and I can't even watch my own stuff. That's the way they've got it set up, so I have to be a member." But I can watch it afterwards. But look at that. I don't know if I'm going to bore everybody to death if I put it on for everybody, but you got to watch me do it live. Look at, I'm so jazzed. I am so excited. Let me go back. I am so excited. It is cute. It's simple. I mean, it's not the best. Let's see. Let's go up a little bit. Yeah, I'm not dumb. Not totally. I mean, I know it's not the best. Now you can, if you ever made too many holes, too much stuff here on my table. I've got all these projects. If you ever made too many holes, you can always close it up with a glue gun. Now, if the hole is too big, now, you know, like you made a small hole like that with the soldering iron, make sure that the glue would go all the way through and bead on one side, and then when you pull away, make sure it beads on the other side. So what you're designing in a hole is a rivet. When you have a rivet, doesn't matter how wet it gets because it can't fall out because there's a ball on one side, you know, it's bigger than the hole, and there's another ball on the other side, and it can't come out because you've got the ball here and then a ball on the other side. So it's not going to go anywhere. So you can fix small holes, but I think I might put 1 or 2 more holes on the side. I don't want to do it while it's running. And then I don't think I'll get any splash at all. Well, I might get more splash. Hold on. It might be those holes that are splashing. No, I think I might do a couple more holes on the top to get more water to come out. A little bit of splash, if you don't care where you're sitting at, is fine. But this is cute. I might put a hole in the middle. I might put another hole. I shouldn't do it now, but I think if I put a couple more holes or make the holes bigger. My original thought was to cut it with the pinking scissors. I was going to cut a slit on both sides of the heart. That was my original goal. And then when I started, I looked at it and I thought, no, I'll do holes. I could do that actually. Hold on. Just make the holes a little bit bigger. And that would cause the water to come up. I need to make more holes later on the top of the jar because that's what I said. You need to put those holes there so you won't have it bobbing like a, you know, what do you call it? I said it before. You know, something that's bobbing in the ocean, a buoy. You don't want that. But I think I am gonna, because I want this to be more of a bubbler. Zoe, you want to go out? I'll let you out in a minute. Yeah, you know what? I'm risking it. I still have one more I haven't. There's one more around here. I don't see it. Yeah. My last one, I was going to put a Walmart order in to get one more today, and I didn't. I don't know if they sell them all the time. It's just a candy with a heart. It doesn't have any holidays on it or anything. They make another one that's bigger. I didn't need bigger, and it was a couple dollars more. Okay, where did I start cutting it? Okay, let's turn this off. We don't need the soldering iron. We're going to do it by hand. Little sharp scissors. Already got the holes. That's why you need safety glasses, because that plastic just took off. I do have glasses. See, let me show you. But this at the dollar store, I use this for when I'm frying food. Aren't these nice? So they're not safety glasses. I think they're blue light glasses, but they were $1 and I bought they were actually $2, I think. I bought a couple of them. Oh, let me get this out of here. Okay, so now we've opened it up more. Definitely will have to make some more holes. I think on the lid, later on, I'll go through and make holes on the lid. Let's see if that helped. She hears something. Yes, see, there's no more of a splash. Now the water's flowing out and flowing down. So a hummingbird could land on there. I don't think I'll have to put a perch. There's actually another hole I could cut a little bit more. I think that's it. Yep, now I have no more splash. I don't need to wipe it down, it's just water, but see, it was splashing a little bit before, now I don't need to do anything. So that's the thing. You want to sometimes adjust your holes. Start smaller, but if you make a mistake, I told you there's ways to fixing small holes. I told you I would pick you up, but every time I go to pick you up to see, you run away and you think we're going to play Let's Chase Me Through the House. You want to see? Come here. You want to see? Nope. She's got this thing now where she wants you to chase her. So that's her big thing. But she hasn't decided if I'm going to chase her or she wants to be picked up. She keeps coming over here to look. You want to see? Come here. No, I'm not chasing you. We're not playing. Zoe, come here. Oh, she's got this thing. Let's chase through the house. Look at that. Look at that. Barbara, see? Hello. Is that not cute? Is this not cute? Done live. What did it take me? Only 15 hours. Not. I think I've been on for over an hour. I told you and I warned you right from the beginning. If you see the beginning, you want to see? Come here. No, I'm not chasing you. She's tapping me now and she wants me to chase her through the house. More holes on the top. I think the heart is strong enough that you could actually cut a hole in the top. I just wanted to make sure I keep the heart, you know, shape. Look, she keeps going on my foot like pick me up. Let me sit for a minute. You can't see me anyways, I don't think right now. Let me see. If you want me to pick you up, I'm more than happy to pick you up. Is that not cute? Keep in mind, I can't see anybody because I'm not a member. Is that not crazy? If I go on with my tablet, it won't let me see it until afterwards. I'm not going to chase you around the house. We're not playing chase now. I'm really excited. So, if you just came in, this is from Dollar Tree. They sell these. These are ice buckets. You saw me, we're doing a recap. You saw me cut out of a magazine. I love doing magazine stuff. Some flowers. And I cut out the flowers. And I cut out a few different flowers and put them on. Then I talked about this. If you do craft work, if you're crafters, you need this. This is so good. I mean, I've never painted my nails with this, but I think it would stay on until it grew out. This diamond glaze is worth the money. Use it sparingly. Use it when you need it. People make jewelry out of this and everything. I've used this for, I don't know, 8-10 years. I found it. I was looking for, I used to use a product that was from Germany years ago, and then I couldn't find it. It came in a little bottle and it worked like this. It was like a super strong glaze. And I bought it a few times from a company that would bring it in from Germany, and I couldn't find it. And then I found this, and this is wonderful. This is by Judy. It's Judi is one word, Kins. This is the economical size. So apparently they have small. I think they do have small ones, but I've never been able to find it in the store. I went to Michael's, couldn't find it there. I went to Joann's, couldn't find it there. I even went to the Super Joann's. We have one out in, where is that one? Cerritos, I think. It's a big one. And they sell everything. I took the drive out there. They didn't have it. But just to decoupage and do all kinds of containers, the dishwasher one is wonderful. Now you want me to pick you up again. There it is. See? That's what you want to see. Yep. What is that? I would only use the dishwasher safe. I thought maybe the outdoor stuff that is not waterproof had a UV protection. Can't find anything saying UV protection. So I don't understand why outdoor would not be waterproof. So there's another one you could go with too. It costs a little bit more money. This is dishwasher. Yes, it's not for you. They have another one for fabric, and that goes on a lot of stuff. I just bought it and I'm just starting to play around with it. And I did I actually put paper on a shirt and I painted it. I don't have the fabric one here. I'm not sure where I put it, but it looks blue, comes like this. And I put something that was paper, I coated it and then put it on the shirt, and it's still hanging on. It was kind of an experiment. So that's interesting. They've got one called fabric, but this is so good to use for decoupaging. And they use it for puzzles and stuff. But this one, like I said, it's gloss water base. glue, sealer, and finish. And I think you can put this on, well, you can use it for glass, ceramic, metal, clean the surface with rubbing alcohol. You know, I've been using glass, ceramic, and metal. Well, I'm using it on plastic and it's working fine. I use this all the time. But this is the only stuff that I consider being really good when it comes to being waterproof. I am really happy. And if I need to, I can make the holes a little bit bigger. That heart is really nice and strong and it's not going to come apart. Oh, candy. You can't have this because there's red dye in it. See that? Look at, only us people can have red dye. You can't give it to hummingbirds. No, or it's not a regular thing we buy. Oh, I do like M&Ms. So that's about it. So now you saw it in action. I never thought I was going to turn it on. I'm really excited. I should have bought a couple more. I'll probably think of other ideas now. Though the hummingbird feeder is fantastic. I absolutely love it. I made the new one. You saw the new one earlier. I'll see if I can get it out there. But somebody wanted me to put the heart on top. And though it's a good idea, I can show you that. And then we're going to wrap this up because I think you guys have to do something better than watch me in your life. I'm hoping you can see me. This one isn't going to go anywhere because I'm going to actually add some hot glue to either end so this wire won't move at all. And this is nice and straight now. And then this too, I'll make sure when it's balanced with formula in here, nectar, that the right place because you unplugged this one. But this has worked fantastic. Really good. And that's the, what do you call it? The fabric paint, the puffy fabric paint. This stuff sticks to plastic. It stays on. Once in a while, it might pop off. You'll see a whole flower pop off. You can make flowers out of that. I've done stuff like that. But I haven't had any problems, really. And this has been really good. So this is the one I'm putting out. But to put the heart on top, you would have to cap the other end. You have to still be able to get in it and clean it. You'd have to make a hole on top. You can't do it this way because if it doesn't have a really good suction and you put a hole down there for them to feed, you can buy feeders like that, they always drip. They end up dripping the smallest amount of, you know, even with the air bubble goes in there, the smallest amount causes it to drip. And I don't want the hummingbirds to get anything on them. And that causes a problem. So that way doesn't really work. When we buy hummingbird feeders, I don't have one here, there's a reservoir on the bottom. And that's where they're feeding down on. This would be feeding straight. And that's why I don't like anybody making feeders that they do that. Because if they come from underneath and it runs down their throat, they can't get it off. That happens to them in the wild. They get stuff all over them. If they can't get it off, they're done. So there was really no way of doing it the other way. But this way is perfect. This is a great size. They can reach the bottom of the tube. Some of you saw the beak go in there and say, oh, they can't reach it. Oh, no. Their beak can go to the bottom, and then they've got the tongue. That's the size of their beak as well, so they can reach the bottom. And it works out really good. I'm really happy with the modified one. And you could put on silk flowers or decorate the stick whatever way you want to do it. But isn't that cute? This is going out. Sometimes I just make things. It's cute, and then I bring them back in. I don't bother with them again. It was just fun to make. What have I done with that? Nothing. I used them. Well, you know what? Even water fountains, it's like, yeah, it's all right. I think I'll go on with something else. This, I definitely had to make a second one because they're feeding from that constantly. Anyways, that's it. So let me wrap this up. I'll just stick this here. I want to get that one outside. Zoe, I've already picked you up. Let me go over here. Let me see if I can turn this around. Oh, you don't want to see that. Hold on. There I go. So I'm going to say goodbye. And I'm going to go work in the garden. And I'm so excited. I really am. I didn't know if this was going to work or not. And I told Gary, this is like, I'm going to do it. And Gary said, what if it doesn't work? So it doesn't work. I'll just say goodbye, everybody. And it didn't work. I'm so excited. Isn't that cute? Look at that. Is that not cute? Now, I usually don't show you anything, but this is not a video until I put it outside. And I told you I've got a sweet spot that I know of. Now, this is only now because once summer comes, they bathe all day. But there's a certain time here that when the hummingbirds come in to feed, they come and take a bath. So it must be when they're all waking up, and they wake up different times. Because I had found one night, there was, oh, that was the one that got in the jelly. I found it in the late afternoon and it was covered in jelly. I think it was that one. And I washed him off and I wanted to make sure he was dry. It might have been that one because there was another one that had an issue. And when he went to sleep, I had him here in a container. He didn't wake up until like 10 o'clock in the morning. So they wake up different times. And then we had another one that fell asleep just a few days ago. He went into a torpid state on a feeder. Now, if he would have been in the window, I wouldn't have had a problem. But I went out on the deck and he was hanging out in the middle of the deck. And I know there's bats here. I don't know if they bother him. And I know that there are the occasional rat, but I don't know if a rat would go on a feeder, but seeing something sitting on there. So what I did is, I didn't touch him for you animal activists. I unhooked the feeder. I put it into a big critter tank I had. I was going to leave him outside. I put a big blanket on my glass table because the table outside is glass and glass is cold, all right? So when you put a container on top, I know this from working with animals, it's that soldering iron, that it will also keep the container cold. So I put a big thick blanket out and I sat the critter tank in there, never touched him, just the whole hummingbird feeder in there, and then I covered it up. And then Gary said, no, he doesn't want to leave him outside, he's going to get cold. I said, are you kidding me? But I think he was worried something might knock it over. Nothing was going to knock it over on the deck. So he just brought it in the house. In the morning, he put it back outside on the blanket. And then about 9 o'clock, I uncovered it. And he was just slowly waking up. And by 9:30, I lifted it out. And he sat there for a few moments. And then he flew off into the orange trees. So I noticed some get up really early. I think it depends on where they're sleeping and if the sun beats on them, because I had read that it can take them 30 minutes or longer till they get their body going, because they literally, it's like a hibernation. Everything stops. I mean, the heartbeat will go from so fast to just real slow. That's how they stay alive. So anyways, okay, I remember what we were talking about. So that's why there might be a sweet spot in the morning. I call it a sweet spot where everybody comes to take a bath. It must be a whole bunch of hummingbirds are up and awake. They all come to take a bath. It's a constant freeway of bathing, and one's taking a bath, another one comes in, and they're on the cup. They're on my new one you haven't seen yet, which I'm still working on. It's nice. I'm just trying, I don't know, I have to get the video together. And then the bubbler I've got, and then the one behind me I haven't put back out. There's another one out there. I've got the water bottle one. They all come taking a bath, and then they all disappear. And they might come during the day, but I don't have a time. So I'd either have to set up my Wise Cam and then sit there and watch the footage, because you can't really go through that quick, because they literally, some of them come on and they take a bath in 30 seconds and leave. Some of them can sit and take a bath for almost 2 minutes. It depends on how dirty they are. So I just don't have the time to sit and watch it. But I know at this certain time that I don't have to wait. I just can go put out what I want to or get some photos and they're there. My granddaughter came over here and I said, you know, they're taking baths. And she said, oh, when? Now? She didn't even realize she was sitting on the deck. And it's like, oh my gosh. And they were taking baths like mad. So if it was earlier, what time is it now? It's almost 1. And that's kind of past the time, because what they're doing now, if you notice, the feeders are empty. No, they're not empty, but they're not here. And we're sunny. So they're out foraging right now. This is their big time. We've got citrus trees, or some of them might be starting to throw some blossoms, and then we've got other flowers. I've got marigolds everywhere that came up from seed. So they're big on foraging. And then in the evening, they'll come back and take some baths. Not too much, but a little bit, depending, again, how dirty they are. And they're just, you kind of get the idea of how long they're going to be around for. We've had thousands come in the evening. In the past week, I literally go, put her outside for a few moments. I think that's what she's been wanting me to open the door. Gary just stepped in. I literally go through and I fill, there's a couple dozen feeders here, and that's not counting the other ones in the garden. As soon as I fill them, it's like, as soon as I get the last one full, the first one needs to be filled again. So I think what's happening right now is they're migrating, and they're heading up north. And so they're coming in waves. They do not travel together. They are not geese. They are not seagulls that all go together. They're all going to the same place maybe, but they're not traveling together. But they come to a lot in the evening. So anyways, I have bored you for how long now? 90 minutes. If anybody's still here, get a life. Thank you. Anyways, I'm gonna wrap this up. I am so excited. Look at this. I am so excited. Is that not too cute? I got to get that out, and hopefully tomorrow morning when I've got that sweet spot, maybe some of them will come in and take a bath. Maybe they'll come in tonight. I can't put feeders, I should say water fountains right out with the feeders. I've done this before, and I have found that no, they really don't want to bathe where they're eating. Let's put it this way. They don't want to bathe when there's hundreds of them feeding around them, because you've got some that want to fight. Of course, the rufous might come in and try to scare somebody off. And the point is, they're vulnerable. It's not going to come out. They're at a state where they can't fly when they're wet. You know, they can fly to get to where they want, but they can't dart as fast as they normally would. Let's say their speed is half the speed, so they have to be really careful. And so they don't really want to bathe on top of a feeder, though they'll bathe, maybe 15 feet over that way. I have set up fountains here, and I haven't ever seen them bathe on that. I do have one fountain, but that's for the Orioles, and that's the hat one I made last year, and that is right here. I just set it up, so I don't know. I saw a house finch on it the other day. I don't expect the hummingbirds, though I was thinking of putting a heart on it. It's on the end, so if they did come take a bath, they could go straight into the orange trees. Anyways, I'm going to see if there's anything else, live chat. I can't, like, oh, no, live chats. Okay, there we go. Excuse my hand. Jackie Randall, you underestimate the value you bring to us. Oh, that's I try and use many of your projects. I enjoy watching you work and explain. Well, thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, we forgot to say Zoe. she's outside now. She's out front. Let's see. Barbara C., I'm shopping for supplies. You know, I haven't gotten to Dollar Tree yet. I want to go to Dollar Tree, and I want to go to 99-cent store, and then I have a bargain center I run to. That's where I got the straws. I want to see what they've got. I bought a platter, and I haven't done anything with it. Let's see. I'm in the car on my way to the store. Well, look around, because you know how things are, Barbara. Sometimes they bring things in. Happy Valentine's Day to you too, Barbara. They bring things in, and then you go back, I want more. That happens all the time. You go to these bargain stores, and they had these plugs, and they had multiple USB plugs on it, and they were like $1 or $2. And I went back. I thought, this is fantastic. And he said he sold out. And so I looked online, and I'm too cheap. They were like $7, and I thought, I paid like $1 or $2. I'll wait. So anyways, when you need something, buy it. Okay, I think I did go through everybody, and if I didn't, I know I've got a lot of wrenches out there. See, that fountain is so cute. I already have a silver bucket. I have to get a candy tube. But no. I'm going to knock somebody off. Connie, yes, the silver buckets are for, I don't know where you got yours, but I got that at Dollar Tree. And that's what I showed you. If in doubt, you can take any fountain you make if it's not a really big one. If it's bigger, get a bigger plastic bag. Tuck that inside, roll the sides down, kind of hide it, whatever way you want to hide it. And if you don't want to hide it, you don't have to hide it. And then when you go to clean it, you can rinse it out. But if it's full of algae or really dirty, you toss it out and you get a new bag. So I think that's it. Oh, your driver is on the way. Oh, cool. I just got a message. I bought some contact paper because I did redo my kitchen. And I bought, this is the coolest stuff. You're not going to be interested in this. You can't see it right now. The table I worked on, it's a floor tile. It's a big, giant floor tile. I got that at Home Depot. And I went in there, and Gary was doing shopping. And this was a year ago, over a year ago. And I looked at it, and I thought, I want 2. We went back, and we got 3. He put one in the kitchen next door. He mounted it behind the stove so you can wash it. It's a floor tile, and it looks like marble. And then we put one on the countertop in the kitchen, and then I put one here because I am determined to make flour tortillas that are gluten-free that I like. So I told him I need a place where I can knead dough and all that. And this kitchen that I've got in here is a camper kitchen. I think they call it a galley kitchen. It's tiny. There's no counter space. It's my fault. I bought the house. I knew it. I didn't buy it for the house. I thought someday I'll change the kitchen. You know, so many of us are going to redo. I never redid it. So I ended up buying that, and I put it here for the first time on the table that I just built the fountain. And Gary says, you're going to walk into it when you're doing the hummingbird. Nope. And I glued. Oh, I can't move you around that much. I put, I don't know, something happened. Oh, it told me I can't tip it. You know, I think I can do it this way. Hold on. This is a new unit I just bought. I put this on the corner so I won't catch myself. See? And it's not in my way at all, because what I did was I opened up this whole area so I can move around it. And I had not caught myself at all. I've got this big tile. It's like 30, I think it's 36 by 36. And you know what's really amazing? It's yay thick. It looks like marble. It's white with the gray streaks, and it costs $16. You tell me where you can get something that big for $16. That's why I went nuts. $16. It was an experimental thing, they said. They were trying to see if people wanted to buy it, and then you have big tiles they put on the floor. I don't need to put it on the floor. But if you can put those tiles on the floor, you most certainly can do a whole lot with it as a countertop. So anyways, that's what I was doing this weekend. I was still trying to clear up this area. There's so many things I can do in this room, but I've got a friend, he's a contractor, and he said it wouldn't cost much. Gary was going to do it years ago. He said he could take out, this is an old floating wall. You can't see it, but it's an old fashioned. They told me to do it in the 70s. When did I, not in the 70s, in the 80s when I bought the house. They said to take the wall out. It's literally a little half wall, and open up, do an open concept, which I never did. But now that's where all my tool hangs, and that stops the hummingbirds when I open the windows from coming through here, because I can drop all the tools. So it's kind of like an open porch. So he said to me he could do it for me be really cheap, but I think I'm going to get he's really a cool contractor. He's in Orange County. I love this guy. I'm going to get him to build me a landing. Even though Gary built the whole porch, what do you call it? He did the whole stairway, and all that is brand new. He asked me last year if I wanted a landing out the window here, and I told him no. I should have gone live and asked you all, do I need a landing out the window? And I got a phone call coming in. I'll get it in a minute. So anyways, I told him no, and now I do want it, because let me tell you something. It is not that easy for someone my age or anybody's age to climb in their kitchen sink to clean the kitchen window. So I'm kind of through with that. So I'm going to get that done probably in the next 6 months. It's just a small little landing here, so I can put a camera out there, because when I do the feed, when I'm doing stuff out there, I have my camera inside the house going through the glass, and the hummingbirds make the window dirty, so you see the spots on the glass. So I'll have a landing probably by summer. Just a little landing. It's only going to be okay. I'm going to end this. Obviously, my daughter Debbie, who's got adventurous labradoodles, is trying to get a hold of me for something. It's been fun watching a new fountain. Wasn't it fun? And I've been on too long anyways, 98 minutes. So I'm going to wish everybody a wonderful day. Thank you again, Karen, for the super chat. That is amazing. Thank you so much. Maybe I will get some more hearts. I got the money now. And thank you everybody for watching. I'm going to go see what she needs, and I need to get stuff done. And I think 99 minutes is really a lot. We could talk for one more minute and it'll be an even 100. But anyways, thank you everybody. I hope I gave you some ideas. And if you are going to go out and get candy for $1, I have nothing to do with them, but you can get these, and they're really a nice plastic, and you can use the tube for a hummingbird feeder. So anyway, have a wonderful day. Thank you everybody for joining me and keeping me company while I was doing this. And don't forget to eat what you grow. And now I forgot how to get off of this. Bye-bye everybody. Thank you. And I'm going to have to do the hummingbirds. They're back. But I'm going to have to go back and get them done. Bye-bye. Thank you.